Go.
All right, guys. Welcome back to A Day in Miami podcast. Eddy Moya is my partner. And today our amazing special guest, Mr. John Andrade from Islas Canarias and the Croqueta King. What's up, John?
What's up, guys? What's up, Kiko? Good to see you,
doing,
man.
buddy? Great to see you. What's up, man? How's everything?
It's a long time coming, getting John in here.
Oh, man, yes.
He's a very busy person,
Yeah.
But we got him in. And I think right off the bat, even one of the first times I met him, it was pretty interesting. I think we were playing golf. And it was like, I felt like I was around Miami royalty.
Straight up.
So for those people who don't know Islas Canarias, which I don't know, there's many of them, and don't know John and don't know your family, tell me a little bit about your family, how they got into the restaurant industry, and yourself.
Well, my grandfather had 5 restaurants in Cuba, and when the revolution came, they took them from him. Basically, you know, he told me a story once of how like he knew the shit was getting bad when like military officers and cops were coming in and basically saying, "Yo, let me get those pack of cigarettes, let me get 4 beers," and they just bounced without paying, and they wouldn't, you know, this was happening like habitually. Crazy. So then he's like, "Oye, esta cosa se está poniendo mal." He's like started getting his stuff together, getting ready to make his escape, and he got as much of resources that he could. Came to Miami, opened up a restaurant, a little small like 8th Street like cafeteria.
What year was that?
This was like 72, something like that. And then in 77, you know, he saved up money with this restaurant called El Teide, which is actually the mountain you see here in this logo.
The logo,
It's called the El Teide.
I didn't know that.
So then he opened up Islas Canarias after he saved some money in 1977. And then the rest, as they say, is history. You know, he opened that one. He gave it to my uncle. My uncle split it with his cousin. And then he gave the one on Croy and 137th to my mom.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
That's the spot I grew up on, 137.
Brother, and you guys are known throughout the city for having the best croquetas. Okay, so
let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, like it's just like, I mean, it's not even a competition at one point, you know. I know that there's a lot of people out there now that have been, you know, kind of going in your line of field, and there's some good products out there too.
Yeah.
You know, you can't deny it. What is it, or how did you get to the level of having this type of product? Like, how long did it take? Because this doesn't just happen overnight, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly, by the time I realized what croquetas were, we had already been established. You know, the demand was different back then. We were still making it by hand. When I first started making them, I started making them by hand when I was like 17 years old. And then we got more automized. Is that the word?
Yeah. Automized, absolutely.
Automized. When I was 19, and we have a cooking machine, but we were still breading it by hand.
Yeah.
So fucking bitch. Like,
no.
Is there a difference in the flavor by hand and now automating it?
No.
Not really?
No, not really. I mean, like the only thing that's different is the shape. So like when we first went from breading it by hand to, you know, more like factory looking, people were like, se cambiaron la receta de la croqueta. Esto es una
mierda. A little more torpedo-like.
Yeah.
I'm going to go right now. I can't even stop.
They don't look artisanal, but I guarantee you it's the same shit.
Look, man, I get a lot of shit for croquetas. I know a lot of chefs. I know a lot of people that make croquetas. And every time I pull up, esta está mejor de Islas Canarias. I always say, bro, no. It's good, and it's not. And listen, we had some today. One of our friends bought some in. I've had an amazing one I had at a restaurant last week. Really good. But it's just not.
It's just hard. But listen, I'm by nowhere, you know, a food connoisseur like Kiko is. And I can tell some taste. Yours just have like the crunchiness outside and the creaminess on the inside, right? Is really what makes it
and don't forget that
tasteful.
That little tang.
Yeah.
Well, so our croquetas are gourmet.
What's the recipe, John? Just tell us.
Just tell us.
Fuck it. You're gonna have to kill me, bro. You're gonna have to get it out of my brain. Exactly. Yeah. So, man, we use very good ingredients. We season our stuff. We don't bullshit. Like we make like very high end product.
The ingredients, right?
Yes, the ingredients, and it's not. You know, it's a recipe that has been formulated in a kitchen by excellent cooks and chefs, and has been passed down
years.
I mean, the guy I work with, he's like the croqueta Yoda.
It's all in here.
He's like, it's all in here.
The recipe is right in here. So if you want to open up your own croqueta spot, just fucking go in there.
I gotta ensure, like, my head.
Quick question, bro.
What's up?
Your sister. Yes. I actually like her more than you because I know
a lot of people do.
You know, no, I'm just kidding. I grew up with your sister. My segments when I first started in TV were at her little spots. Finka was the first one there. Amelia. Is it just like a way of the Andrades of like getting into food service and
Honestly, it kind of just happens. Like,
yeah, because you guys are just like not into restaurants. You guys are the high volume restaurants.
Yeah.
Like I just had my my son's confirmation thing at Isla, but I had to call like 2 weeks in advance to get that little back room filled because there's no fucking way I'm getting there and breakfast and getting a table for 15. So like, I mean, explain to me like how your sister fell in love with it and how I know it's in your blood, but like she just went and branched off, and how come you've never really like gone with her? You've always just been the croqueta guy.
So my sister actually, she was studying fashion in what's that place called? AI?
Art Institute. Yeah.
So I used to pick her up when she would get out of class, and she was studying to do that, like design, and eventually, I guess she saw like, you know what, I like cooking.
Yeah.
She started like learning with one of the chefs at the bakery, a Peruvian guy, and she kind of fell in love with it. And you know, we learned from our grandparents and watching them.
Yeah, in the blood, I guess, right?
Yeah, my mom wasn't much of a cook. She knows she has a great palate, but she doesn't really cook. She gets the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches from the toaster, all humid and shit. We used to go to school with it. I hated it, but she has a really good palate, and she knows what she's doing.
Right now, location wise, what do you guys as a family? What do you guys own right now? Like the different restaurants.
So right now there's the Islas Canarias restaurant, which is the OG on Corway 137th. Yep. Then we have the Bakery Cafe, which is on Bird Road on 137th.
Yep.
Then my sister has Finka Table on Tap right down the street.
Phenomenal.
Amelia's 1931 in the same shopping center as Islas Canarias.
Yep.
And then she did a deal with Doral Yard for Barbacoa by Finka. And right now we have a new spot opening up. I'm very excited about.
Wait a minute. Wait for it.
Yeah. This is exclusive right here.
Yes.
Right now we're opening up at Dadeland Mall food court, Islas Canarias Cuban Express. It's going to be, small.
That's your baby, right?
That's my little baby. Everything my life has been croquetas. Like everything, I've always wanted to open up different spots. I have, other ideas I want to do, but, we do have a new build out for the factory that's very time consuming. It's a big project, but this was like an opportunity opened up that that doesn't really happen in the food court often.
We need it, bro. We need it. To be honest, it's tough to get a table in the morning.
And to your point, spots. To your point, like you've always been about croquetas, which is why you started the brand Croqueta County.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this is my business card.
Yeah,
Croqueta.
So you're talking about the man that lives, eats,
this is what I do.
Croquetas.
This is fire. Check this out. Right?
This is what I do.
So, tell me a little bit about how Croqueta County came about.
So Croqueta County was kind of like a marketing brand, a merchandise website, kind of to appeal to like a younger demographic. The idea was to do pop-ups around the nation. We did one in New York and Brooklyn. We did one in Austin, which is where that little alien guy came about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Austin.
So Keep Austin Weird was like the whole thing. So I love Austin too.
Me too, bro.
So the whole idea was to kind of do these pop-ups, bring brand awareness across the nation so that when the new factory is open and we start distributing nationwide, we have some presence in these areas with our fellow like Miamians that live in these areas. Like I was so surprised when we were in Brooklyn and Austin, the turnout was insane, and people be like, "Bro, I used to go to your restaurant back in Miami. I live here now, and there's nothing like this over here."
I grew up with Isla, bro. I know he has a couple questions, but before he jumps into that, that window, bro, on Corway, it's in movies and shit, right? It's been in TV programs. Everybody's done it. I don't care about money-wise. I care about how many croquetas bust out of that window, dog, like on a good weekend, on a holiday weekend.
Man.
Like, do people come in and say, pull up, like, yo, I need 50?
Or how many croquetas do you sell a year, bro?
In the millions.
In the millions?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Bro, for everybody that
$1
talks shit,
a croqueta, you already know.
If you can sell a fucking million croquetas, bro, then you know what? I'll pull up. But if you until you don't, bow down. But just that window is because that's my window. I've been going to that window since I was 10 years old. The reason I'm fat is probably because of that window. But how many?
True.
How many?
Not true.
Get the fuck out of here. They're not healthy either.
You can't.
But how many croquetas the homie like on a weekend, like
on a strong weekend?
I'm gonna have another one. I don't even care.
I mean, I really don't know the numbers of just that little
ballpark, bro.
But I was there about 10 grand, something like that.
Bro, like, how did you keep up with that number, bro?
That's 10,000.
Well, that's why we can't make them by hand anymore, bro. These hands would have fallen off already.
No, I know, but you know what? Nothing's falling off.
I've noticed, too, that you have certain sales and partnerships throughout the city that you also sell your croquetas at as well, too.
Yeah.
Is that a plan that you have to continue growing?
Yeah, so...
how'd that come about? That came out through Croqueta County.
That came out through Croqueta County. Not necessarily, but it is... it's kind of tied together, I guess. But no, the places I sell to, like the Marlins, we have a stand at Marlins Park. shame that they're so bad, but
I go for the food, bro. To be honest,
listen, this is one of the most honest guys. This guy will not. Well, he'll tell you straight up.
I tell them straight up. All the higher ups, I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing? You guys just traded the best player. Like,
done.
You guys not spending any money. Like, whatever.
So we were at a Heat conversation, doing a Heat tour, and he was straight up trying the Heat and the staff and administration.
The Croqueta, when you're the GOAT, you can talk to other GOATs.
I've been a season ticket holder for the Heat since 2008.
You put your time in, bro, for sure.
You know, I love the Miami Heat, but shit, man, it is what it is. Like, we'll win some games. But to the playoffs.
Going back to the Croqueta County and the distribution that you have out there, right?
We our first, you didn't mention.
Yeah, this is our first sponsor right now, bro. I gotta say thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you guys. A pleasure.
All right.
Honor.
But listen, now you being at the level that you're at, and you know this product inside out, like you live and breathe it, right? Beyond your product, what you have, who do you see? Give me like 3 people that you see are actually like that you.
Yeah, some
making waves that you say, you know what, bro? I respect those people. Those people are doing something good right now. They're doing well for the croqueta.
Clickbait.
What was this guy? The croquetas he just brought. What was his? It wasn't bad.
Oh, that's from Hialeah. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. Where is Chris?
I think he's back there frying the croquetas.
Yeah.
We'll ask him when he comes in. What's another one, Primo? Like, come on,
that one.
Give us something.
Need the address so I can show up and burn the place down. So
okay.
My competitors.
How about the Trump?
Talk about the war, right? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I got it going right now. I got it going right now. Keep going. All right, so give me your top 3 croquetas, like honorable mentions, bro. Like after you.
Man, honestly,
top 3 from the croqueta down.
I don't try a lot, man. I really don't. So I would say, I think Masa Craft had a good one. I tried at Croqueta Palooza.
Oh, my God. I had it yesterday at Apocalypse.
Yeah. I forgot which one I tried, but it was good.
It was a brisket one.
Chef Billy. Shout out to Chef Billy.
Chef Billy. I like
some fire ones, yeah.
Just give me one
Shadow
more.
Wagyu?
Who? Shadow Wagyu.
Shadow Wagyu
did have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have a good one that I liked.
Yeah.
I went there not too long ago, actually. It was like a Wagyu.
Yeah, it was a Wagyu croqueta. That was pretty impressive. And it's like a really good Wagyu croqueta. Yeah. Now, everybody heard about this. What do you think about the Trump croquetas?
I mean, I saw that shit. Me and you, we talked about it. That shit was.
What's in the Trump croqueta? I haven't tried it.
Open? Is it
no,
still
bro.
there?
They took down that sign.
Of course,
they
didn't get permission for that.
Did you try one,
bro? Supposedly the guy from the Trump croquetas. So you can put this out there. Everybody know.
I'm sorry, it wasn't Trump croquetas. It was Trump croquettes.
Yeah, Trump croquettes. And apparently, what it was is that the guy was selling croquettes, and he does sell it. It's like a little cafe off Bird Road. Everybody saw it. And his idea was everything that he was selling, he was going to give a donation to the Trump campaign. That was his objective. However, within like 48 hours, the city came and said, "Listen, you can't have that. Apart from that, you're copywriting, you're trademarking, the Trump name," and they made him take it down. But he went viral for a couple of days after that.
Well, that's mission complete, I guess.
That's always fun.
Did you try them? I didn't
get a chance to try them, man. I just thought it was funny.
They were probably Catalina Croquetas.
They were most likely Catalina.
Do you ever get any? You ever get negative feedback from your croquetas or something just coming out and hating? Just
of course.
Like what kind of stuff do you see? You don't have to mention name, but like what kind of stuff do the people like? Because I know we got heat for the bakery pod that I did, and I knew that we were going to get heat today because everybody has their favorite croqueta. And it's not that serious, but some people they get personal, right? I mean, do you see a lot of that sometimes? I'm like,
I do. I see the negative reviews. I hear
it's not that serious.
People talk. I mean, look. I take it serious because this is what pays my bills.
Of course,
like this is my
life.
No,
definitely your family,
and I take pride into what I do.
100%.
And I work hard, man. I blood, sweat, and tears into making a good product. And I will say this, like, I will address some of those concerns. There is some validity for a certain period of time where one of our machines we had purchased a new machine. It was an expensive machine, and it created half of our batches, right? Mm-hmm. And this machine was having issues with heating. Mm-hmm. And I would call the techs, and I'd be like, yo, I don't know what's going on. It's coming out a little strange, this and that. And we finally figured it out. And I think during that stretch is where we got
hammered.
Where we got a little hammered. But we're back in business where, where everything is, like you said, you tried them, they're
But you
legit.
know what, man? A lot of people expect everything to be perfect all the time, It's hard, man. And it's tough. People don't understand that things like that happen in business day to day.
You don't have to be nasty. What I was referenced to is like people get personal and over fucking croquetas, bro. Like you look at them pull up to your house, bro, because you're hidden. Yeah. But like with the bakery thing and this guy, bro, you don't just talk shit about a croqueta and talk about family.
But that's what I think. That's like the environment of social media now. You got the keyboard warriors. Like we get comments all the time. And honestly, I engage with them and I think it's funny. I like it. I don't really. I don't really. Doesn't bother me too much.
In a way, in a way, it does push me like to find a solution because if nobody said anything, then you'd just be putting out a mediocre
Bro, you
product.
can say something,
Point,
and I agree with you, but just don't get personal on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
your croqueta was trash that day. Something's up with it. Check that out. But not like, hey, you know what? It's because your mother sucks. You know, like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Get
So
the fuck out of
I wanted to ask you a little bit more. How did the idea of Islas Canarias Express at Dadeland come about? Like, give me a little information on when you're planning on opening, and is there going to be any difference from the current Islas Canarias? What does that look like?
So one of my buddies, this guy Angel, love him and I hate him kind of guy, but I love him a little bit more. He's like a broker, and he looks for realty properties, and he gave me 2 spots. One was in Pinecrest, one is in
Angel Sanchez?
Yeah, you know him.
Of course, I grew up with him.
You understand what I meant by that, right?
Yeah. I know him. He's a great dude, though, bro.
He is. He really is.
He is.
So he found me 3 spots actually. One in Aventura Mall food court, Dadeland food court.
Don't ever go to Aventura, bro.
Pinecrest. I
I
actually like
hate
the food court.
Aventura, bro.
Really?
Not the city. The people are amazing. I just hate the Ivesley Road, like cluster fuck.
That is the worst.
Bro, I hate
the worst
it, bro.
5 square miles and
there's amazing restaurants that are there, and I'm
good.
sure that you would have done me, but just that cluster. Go ahead, Primo. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Anyway, the spot in Aventura was like a little corner spot. Like I didn't like another brand. Was insane.
Right.
And then it was Dadeland or Pinecrest. Pinecrest, I was doing a different concept there. That's on hold for now. But then Dadeland Mall made sense, you know.
Sure.
And I got some exclusivity that I wanted, and they were giving me a little bit more. Like they really believed in this product. I believe in this product, and it was a good joint effort, and that's how it came about. Now, as far as the menu, it's going to be the traditional stuff, like, you know, vaca frita. I am doing some different things, like a lechon vaca frita.
Fire.
I'm doing empanadas made of these things as well. I'm doing all types of croqueta dishes. So there's going to be things that aren't at the restaurants.
A little more modern.
Exactly. A little twist, a little express. A little,
I love it. I love
Your
it.
goal is to eventually like franchise out, or you kind of want to just keep opening?
Well, you know, God willing, yes. Hopefully, if this does well, we start opening up a bunch of little spots. We're going to have the formula, you know, to how to open these and kind of run them in a franchisable way.
Yeah, because he's already done Isla Canaria 2 on bird, and it's the same. It's delicious.
The name is just powerful. You know, your brand itself speaks for itself. You know, you're not gonna have any problems there. You know.
Yeah, I give all that thanks to my grandfather, to God, to my parents. You know, like it's their legacy that we try to keep on. And if it wasn't for them,
Bro, you guys have done an amazing job doing that, brother. Straight
Hopefully
up.
your kids don't fuck it up.
they might sell it, bro. They might see me.
One thing, homie did bring these croquetas. They're delicious, but he also brought a fryer.
Yeah.
Am I right, John?
I did.
He brought a fryer.
Did we got the croquetas ready, or?
Yeah, they're ready. Yeah, I think they're ready, but he wanted to fry them inside our pot.
Yeah,
and I told him,
bro.
Yo,
It's not gonna happen.
let's at least do the kitchen. So
Uncle
I'm
Manny wasn't gonna be happy.
grab those
Bro.
right now,
All right.
and I'll be right back. All right?
Thank you, Kiko.
All right, man.
It was a fire hazard.
All right. What's the number one item you sell at Islas Canarias right now?
Croquetas?
Croquetas number one by far.
By far, easily. Oh, what? Yo, you're hired.
I got
bro. You're
20
looking for- Come out of retirement.
Let's put it right there.
Come out of
bro.
retirement, dog.
That's the Manchego one you said?
Yeah.
This one's
The kimchi mojo pork.
what's the name of the spot? We were asking for you.
All right, so this is explain to us. We're gonna
Try to give him a plug.
Let's speed it up. All right, so right now, what do we got here, John?
All right, we got here our Spanish traditional classic of flavors of jamón serrano con queso manchego with a Cuban style filling. It's not like that soupy bechamel style.
Check it out right now.
Is it hot as hell?
No, it's perfect.
Thank you to my man over there for cooking them, Chris. Right?
Chris.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Thank you, bro.
We're hiring for
Here.
Dadeland Express.
Okay, so this is
Islas
again-
Express.
Wow.
How are they?
What are they again? Manchego? No.
Jamón serrano con queso manchego.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So these are
Really
recipes I make on my own. I do these myself. Bro,
Bro, and queso manchego is someone it's a very powerful cheese.
It's a
bro.
very powerful
So you
cheese,
have
bro.
you have a nice balance here where it doesn't overpower the croqueta.
God.
Very
You gotta
good job.
find that balance, and,
Yeah,
and
very
it
good
comes
job.
out very greasy too. You got to make sure you make that roux perfect. Like Chris.
That cooked it. Good job, Chris. And this one?
These are kimchi mojo pork croquetas. Now a lot of people say we're very
Oh, you
traditional.
copied your sister on this one.
Oh no.
She's the Korean influence, no?
So yes,
I know everything about you, dog.
she didn't copy. I didn't copy.
I didn't say that either.
But it was for her finca.
No, I know the Andrades, dog.
Wow, hey, this has like an exotic flavor to it though.
Yeah,
nice,
so
really
this
good.
is very
His sister-
very
spicy.
different, bro.
His sister
acidic.
took a trip to Korea.
She did.
Was heavily influenced
Wow,
by it, and that's
dude.
where Finka was born. Don't fuck with me.
Oh no! Not only did she go to a trip in Korea, she fucking trained with the lady in the
Yeah.
mountains, like some real Jedi shit.
Yo, what's up with that
and
flavor,
learned.
dog?
Oh, you probably don't know this.
What's up?
My first date with my wife to introduce her to my family was at Finka, bro.
Didn't you tell me?
Yes.
Yes, and
My first date.
And I think you told me, hey,
Yeah.
bro, make me look good. I'm like, this is
So
impossible.
then I bring back my family. You know, we're married already. And I bring back her, my suegra, comes from Colombia. And I'm taking her. I said, we're going to take it to the first place that we had a date at.
Oh,
And I had just recently met him. And I said, brother, I'm here at the store.
delicious.
Bro, he sends people to the table to just give us food and food and food. And it's my suegra and her, the aunt and the brother.
Freaking out. Everybody, what's
and
going
they're
on?
like, oh my God, bro, who we with, bro? Like,
You made him look like un
got you.
magnate.
that was dope. Actually, they call me
my
that.
God.
Magnate.
They do, huh? You got that the Miami swag.
All right, now we're going to put this motherfucker on the spot.
Real quick. I just want to let John know.
It's a big spot.
I need an Islas Canarias card, bro. I don't want to pay anymore there, bro.
The Islas Canarias
Can we
card?
work that out? I think I've
Bro.
paid enough.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
Is there like a VIP, like preferred member card?
dude, so that's actually funny you mentioned that. So I've been working on a concept. It's kind of like this, and it's going to be like a Croqueta card.
Bro,
for
100%,
exclusive
bro.
members, people like yourself.
100%, bro.
I don't know what tier you're going to fall under.
Bro, every
in
time
the-
I'll
from
tell
the
you what
jump,
tea. Every time I pull up with my son Pete and Gina, it's like $100. Or they eat breakfast like a motherfucker over there.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
bro,
that's
that would be
top
good, bro,
community.
because there's a lot of loyal guys like me that, bro, it's Islas Canarias or nothing. You know?
Yeah.
I go home,
I got
make toast. But that'd be
All
a
right,
good
so
look. Go ahead.
I want to know how loyal you are right now. Okay, give me you are. Everyone goes to you for food. I go to you for food. I need to cook something. The first person I call, Kiko, how do I cook this? So everyone takes your word.
I have top 3. I'm ready.
So give me your top 3 croquetas right now.
Islas Canarias, number 1. I have everybody that tries. Nobody beats it. Number 2. Bro, I like sandwich de Miami, bro. It's a little bit different. They make it. It's a little bit harder crust on the outside, a little more crunch, and that filling not as soft as these.
That's sandwich.
Sandwich in Miami, Danny and Rosie. And third, Justin from Dolce Provision, who won 2-time Croqueta Palooza and has crazy concepts, and saw our conversation the other day, and I said, bro, you know what? That's right, bro. That fucking guy's croquetas are amazing. So, number 1, Isla. And then second, Sandwich in Miami. That's what I like. There's other ones too. And then third is that guy, Justin, that he also owns now, Social 27. And the croquetas that were brought today by Chris. Chris, where are they from? La Bodeguita Hialeah. Shout out to them. You liked them, right?
Yeah, they were good.
Maybe a
They were
little
good.
too
They were
soft for
creamy.
me, but they were good. What are your top 3, Edward Moya, now that you're a foodie?
Bro, I'm not a foodie by any chance.
Yeah, he
man.
just
so
likes to
I
get-
gotta go Isla. Isla. And Isla.
Dadeland.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
I co-signed that Dolce nominee. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
man. Good. Oh, you know
Very,
what?
very good.
Shout out to Georgie Ramos, Barley,
Yeah.
Cebada.
So that was good.
They're really good too,
Yeah.
bro. They're really good too.
All right, boys. Bueno.
That's good. I like it.
I gotta finish up here. But,
So Dadeland opens up when again?
July, mid-July.
July,
That's what
summer.
we're
We're ready to
going
go.
Yes.
I'm pulling up on that one for sure.
for. Pull up.
All right, I want
All right,
to
pleasure,
say
boys.
hi to Eileen too. We love you, babe. Johnny was awesome.
We're gonna have these shirts also at Dadeland Mall, so you can shop there too.
Croqueta
Take a
County.
picture here. Take a quick picture of all those.
I got mine.
You already did or no?